So today's dialogue is from the 1979 film Golmaal. Since I don't post any clips here, if you're looking for a clip and you search on YouTube, don't just say Golmaal full movie. You will not get it in the first two pages. You have to write Golmaal 1979 full movie. The times that we live in. Rohit Shetty's Golmaal, Golmaal again, 3, 4, 5, whatever. They take precedence over this classic 1979 film. And if you haven't seen this film, please see it immediately. Drop everything that you're doing right now and watch this. Anyway, coming back to this particular dialogue comes in the early part of the film, 14 minutes into the movie. It's almost a 2.5 hour movie, and it comes into the 14 minutes. So the timestamp that you look for is 14 minutes. Amol Palekar, who plays Ram Prasad Sharma, and his sister, they are orphans. Their parents are no longer with them, but their mama, that is maternal uncle David, he is supporting them. Now he has passed his graduation with honors, and now he's looking for a job. So David refers him to his childhood friend, not childhood friend, early adulthood, adolescent friend, Bhavani Shankar, which is played by Utpal Dutt, one of the greatest comedic characters in Hindi cinema. If you haven't seen this movie, I'm repeating, drop everything and watch it. 1979 Golmaal, not the 2004 one that you can watch, but not on my recommendation. Bhavani Shankar basically is a man who runs a company called Urmila Trading, and that's where he has been referred for an accountant's job by David. Now, just before going to his interview, he's getting his sister is ironing his clothes, which are shirt or pant or whatever it is. That's when David comes in and he says, is he going to go in this dress to the interview? He's going to lose. He's not going to be successful. So Amol Palekar asks him, then what should I do? So he says, sit down, I'll explain it to you. He says, Bhavani Shankar is a man of very strong likes and dislikes. And he tells him a few pointers. He says, number one, please don't say you're R.P. Sharma. Tell your full name, Ram Prasad Dashrath Prasad Sharma. That's the full name. Don't give your short forms, don't give your nicknames. The second pointer that he gives is, he hates sifarish or recommendations. He says, don't let him know. Let him, as in Bhavani Shankar, know that you know me as in David. Number 3, he says, don't answer any questions except accountancy. Just stick to accountancy. Any other questions, sports, any hobbies, avoid it. That's the third pointer. And the fourth pointer he says is, don't wear a shirt and a pant. Wear a kurta pajama or a dhoti kurta. Amol Palekar says, I don't even have a kurta pajama. So he says, beg, borrow or steal. And final recommendation is this, और सुन, सर पर तेल भी अच्छी तरह से चुपड़ कर जाना. Chupad is basically, it should be glistening with oil, like our roadside pakoda stalls, the way they give you the pakodas, completely drenched in oil. He says, सर पर तेल भी अच्छी तरह चुपड़ कर जाना. And that leads to this dialogue. It's a facepalm moment for Amol Palekar. He hits his forehead with his palm and says in a very deliberate, slow fashion, Mama ji, Kaun kambaKht kehta hai ki Hitler mar gaya. This is written by Dr Rahi Masoom Raza. He's the dialogue writer of the film. A great writer, underrated, excellent writer. He's the guy who wrote for Ramayana as well. And many other films, I will probably post other dialogues written by Dr Rahi Masoom Raza. This one is by Dr Rahi Masoom Raza, and he says, see, there are a lot of conspiracy theories. I'm sure you know that a lot of people said Hitler never died. Just like they say Netaji Subhash never died. A lot of people whose death is there is some sort of mystery around it. People will say he never died. Although there's no mystery about Hitler's death. But there are people, in fact, you must watch a movie called Boys from Brazil if you like that conspiracy theory about Hitler not being dead. So he plays on that conspiracy theory, at the same time shows his displeasure and discontent over the fact a man can be so rigid in his likes and dislikes. And in fact, another thing that he says, David tells him that the best thing that Bhavani Shankar is likely to like about you is your mustache. Because he says, जिसकी मूंछ साफ होती है, उसका मन साफ नहीं होता. And excellent film. This, if you haven't watched it, I'll repeat it ad nauseam. Watch it. Not the 2004 one, the 1979 one, Golmaal. Directed by Hrishikesh Mukherjee, a man who made 41 films in around 30 years of his existence. Excellent director. You can watch any of his movies. All brilliant. All brilliant. But this one, specifically recommended. Golmaal. And this dialogue. मामा जी, कौन कमबख्त कहता है कि हिटलर मर गया.